Israel is armed to the teeth with weapons that you couldn't even think of. Israel has never officially acknowledged possessing nuclear weapons, though unofficially, Tel Aviv makes it clear it has them and doesn't shy away from hinting at their potential use if faced with an existential threat. Estimates of Israel's nuclear arsenal vary from 80 to 300 weapons, which is quite surprising since China has fewer than 300 weapons. These weapons cruise around the world in Israel's fleet of submarines, which the country has never shied away from displaying them for Iran and its adversaries to see. Israel's submarine fleet, though small in size, is a significant threat to any country, with the capability to cripple even the most prepared of nations. This ensures that in the event of a nuclear attack, Israel possesses the capabilities to retaliate in kind, thus deterring potential aggressors. But what are these submarines capable of? And why did Israel even acquire submarines from? Well, keep watching to find out. Israel developed its first nuclear weapons by the early 1970s, which were then distributed across both free-fall aircraft bombs and Jericho ballistic missiles. However, the 1991 Persian Gulf War prompted Tel Aviv to reassess its strategic needs. Facing Iraqi Scuds and Al-Hussein ballistic missiles targeting Israeli cities, Israel recognized the necessity for a comprehensive nuclear triad encompassing air, land, and sea-based capabilities. To counter potential threats, Israel has undertaken aggressive measures to disrupt missile and nuclear technology programs in countries like Iraq, Syria, and Iran. These efforts have included air raids, sabotage operations, and targeted assassinations. However, alongside these preventive actions, Israel has also developed a second strike capability: nuclear submarines. This ensures the country possesses a survivable arsenal capable of guaranteeing nuclear retaliation, irrespective of the effectiveness of an adversary's initial strike. This concept, known as the second strike capability, forms the cornerstone of nuclear deterrence, dissuading potential adversaries from launching attacks, as they know Israel's submarines stand ready to retaliate. Submarines can vanish for extended periods, sometimes weeks or even months, navigating highly classified patrol routes until receiving orders to deploy their missiles. And, given the difficulty of detecting these submarines before they launch their missiles, they serve as a formidable deterrent against contemplating a first strike. However, nuclear-powered submarines and SLBMs come with exorbitant costs, which may be impractical for a country with a population comparable to New Jersey's. So, how did Israel get its hand on nuclear subs? Amidst the 1991 Gulf War, evidence surfaced showing the involvement of German scientists and companies in disseminating ballistic missile and chemical weapons technology to several Arab nations. This technology significantly assisted Saddam Hussein in launching Scud missiles towards Israel. This revelation reignited a long-standing grievance dating back to the early 1960s, when Israeli agents resorted to assassination attempts, kidnappings, and bombings targeting German weapons scientists collaborating with Arab governments. Chancellor Helmut Kohl devised a strategy to compensate Israel for the damages incurred and provide a boost to German shipbuilders, who were experiencing a decline in business following post-Cold War defense reductions. This plan involved leveraging the capabilities of German shipbuilder HDW, which had been producing Type 209 diesel-electric submarines for export since the 1970s. Presently, nearly 60 of these submarines remain operational worldwide. Notably, during the Falklands War, one of these Type 209 submarines, the San Luis, executed surprise attacks on Royal Navy vessels twice. However, due to defective torpedoes, it failed to sink any ships. Kohl proposed fully subsidizing the construction of two enhanced Type 209 submarines, designated as the Dolphin class, and covering 50% of the cost for a third submarine in 1994. The first class, INS Dolphin, was commissioned in 1999. Followed by INS Leviathan and INS Tacoma in 2000. The Dolphin, when submerged, displaces 1,900 tons with a length of 57 meters. The subs are typically crewed by 35 personnel, although they can accommodate up to 10 Special Forces operatives. These submarines are tasked with conducting interdiction, surveillance operations, and special missions. They replaced the Gal-class submarines, which entered service in 1977. Then, in November 2005, Germany announced the sale of 2 new Dolphin-class submarines to Israel. Subsequently, in July 2006, Israel placed a contract for 2 additional Dolphin submarines, with an option for a third. Notably, the new submarines are equipped with air-independent propulsion (AIP) systems, enabling them to remain submerged for extended periods. Diesel submarines typically rely on noisy, air-consuming diesel generators, necessitating regular servicing or snorkeling. In contrast, AIP-powered submarines can operate quietly underwater at low speeds for extended periods, sometimes weeks. This inherent stealthiness enhances their effectiveness and makes them well-suited for prolonged nuclear deterrence patrols. The Dolphin-class submarines include Dolphin, which was delivered in May 1998, Leviathan, which was delivered in 1999, Takuma, delivered in 2000, Tanin, delivered in May 2012, and Rahav, delivered in 2013. Additionally, a 6th Dolphin-class submarine was ordered in March 2012, but we will get into this in a few. The Dolphin-class submarines are equipped with the ISUS-91 TCS weapon control system, supplied by STN Atlas Electronic. This advanced system offers automatic sensor management, fire and weapon control, navigation, and operational capabilities. Each submarine can carry up to 16 surface-to-surface missiles or torpedoes. The submarines are also equipped with 10 torpedo tubes in the bow, comprising 6 standard 533mm diameter tubes and 4 larger 650mm torpedoes. These larger tubes, measuring over 2 feet wide, reportedly serve dual purposes as ingress-egress chambers for divers. The submarine's armament consists of diverse weapons from German, American, and Israeli sources, including Sea Hake heavyweight wire-guided torpedoes and Harpoon anti-ship missiles. According to the authoritative source Combat Fleets of the World, it suggested that the Dolphin subs may also be equipped with the Triton fiber-optic guided weapon system, with a range exceeding 9 miles. Triton allows submarines to engage helicopters, surface ships, and coastal targets. In the 1990s, the United States refrained from providing Israel with submarine-launched Tomahawk cruise missiles. This decision was influenced by the Missile Technology Control Regime regulations, which prohibited the transfer of cruise missiles with a range exceeding 300 miles. Instead of relying on external sources, Tel Aviv developed its own submarine-launched cruise missiles. In 2000, the U.S. Navy witnessed a missile launch off the coast of Sri Lanka with an estimated range of 932 miles. While the exact nature of this missile remains speculative, the leading theory suggests it may have been an advanced iteration of the Popeye missile, originally developed as an air-launched ground attack missile in the late 1980s. Popeye initially utilized a television camera or infrared seeker to deliver a 750-pound warhead to targets at ranges of up to 45 miles. The United States Air Force acquired 154 Popeye missiles to equip B-52 bombers for conventional attacks, redesignating them as the AGM-142 Raptor. Israel's nuclear deterrent is believed to be reliant on a cruise missile variant of Popeye, known as Popeye Turbo. This version incorporates a turbofan engine, enabling it to achieve long-distance flights, thus enhancing Israel's strategic capabilities. Additionally, there's speculation that Israel's nuclear arsenal may be based on the Gabriel anti-ship missile, and there are reports suggesting that Harpoon missiles have been modified to carry nuclear warheads. However, the exact operational missile remains uncertain. with only observations indicating its existence and the logical conclusion that they are armed with nuclear weapons. The yield of the nuclear warheads on these missiles remains undisclosed, but estimates suggest they could be around the 200 kiloton mark, making them approximately 14 times more powerful than the bomb dropped on Hiroshima. Regardless of the specific missile used, a range of 932 miles provides it with the capability to target key Iranian cities such as Tehran, Qom, and Tabriz from a position off the coast of Syria. Iran's pursuit of nuclear weapons is likely the primary and enduring motivator behind Israel's second strike capability. While this firing position may not be ideal, considering it has been more than 20 years since the missile's initial flight, it's reasonable to assume that its range has been extended, potentially allowing it to strike Tehran and additional Iranian cities from a relatively safer location. The Dolphin-class submarines are also equipped with the 4CH-V2 Timnex radar warning receiver, developed by Elbit in Haifa. This electronic support measures system is capable of receiving, identifying, displaying, and recording radar signal parameters. Operating across frequency bands from 2 GHz to 18 GHz, the processor of the Timnex system can handle rates of up to 1 million pulses per second. The submarines also feature an ELTA surface search radar operating at I-band. Their sonar suite includes the CSU-90 hull-mounted passive and active search and attack radar, supplied by Atlas Electronic. Additionally, the submarines are equipped with the PRS-3 passive ranging sonar, also provided by Atlas Electronic. For passive search capabilities, the submarines utilize the flank array sonar type FAS-3. Furthermore, the submarines are outfitted with 2 periscopes supplied by Kollmorgen. The submarines boast an impressive range, capable of covering 8,000 miles at a surface speed of 8 knots and over 400 miles at an economical speed of 8 knots when submerged. With a diving depth rating of 350 meters, the submarine offers an endurance of 30 days. The Israeli Navy maintains a strict veil of secrecy surrounding its submarine capabilities, with the latest addition, the INS Dragon, being particularly secretive. This heightened secrecy could stem from the potential inclusion of new weapon systems, with speculation suggesting the incorporation of a vertical launch system, VLS. The introduction of a VLS suggests the potential for either an increased quantity of existing weapons, or, more likely, the integration of entirely new weaponry. This shift hints at a significant enhancement in the submarine's offensive capabilities, marking a notable evolution in Israel's naval arsenal. Israel's most recent Dolphin-class submarine, the INS Dragon, known as Drakon in Hebrew, currently undergoing sea trials in Kiel, Germany, is extremely camera-shy. Speculation suggests that this submarine may have undergone lengthening compared to early vessels of the same class. To accommodate a vertical launch system, VLS, it's estimated that the rest of the submarines will undergo an extension of approximately 2.4 to 4 meters overall, 8 to 13 feet. This extension is likely necessitated by the spacing between the hull's reinforcing rings, allowing for the integration of 4 to 6 vertical launch tubes, depending on their diameter. Israeli media reports on January 18th highlighted a significant increase in the cost of Israel's submarines. While these reports primarily focus on the 3 follow-on vessels, they underscore the enhanced size and capabilities of submarines from INS Dragon onward. This development marks the latest in a series of subtle indicators hinting at the advancements and significance of Israel's newest submarines. So, is this a losing game for Iran and its adversaries? As noted by fellow TNI writer Robert Farley, geographical challenges limit the effectiveness of Israel's sea-based nuclear deterrence strategy. Currently, Iran stands as the primary intended target, positioned hundreds of miles away from Israel, while Tehran falls within the estimated 930-mile range of an Israeli submarine deployed from its base in Haifa into the Mediterranean Sea. the missiles would need to traverse Syria and Iraq, a journey that presents significant navigational and survivability hurdles, taking over an hour to reach their destination. A more feasible route for attacking Iran would be through the Persian Gulf. However, achieving this would entail navigating Israeli submarines through the Suez Canal, which Egypt controls, or circumnavigating Africa, a distance impractical for the Dolphin-class submarines. Alternatively, some submarines could be stationed at the naval base in Eilat, located at the southern tip of Israel and facing the Gulf of Aqaba. However, this option would require cooperation and logistical support from other Middle Eastern states, including Egypt, Jordan, and Saudi Arabia, which may not be readily available in a crisis scenario. However, the concept of a second strike capability, including the threat of sea-launched nuclear weapons, may serve more as a political tool than a strictly military one. The presence of such capabilities can enhance Israel's perceived strategic posture and serve as a deterrent against potential threats, even if their immediate military effectiveness is limited. And there you have it, a deep dive into Israel's secret submarines and their role in driving fear into the hearts of its adversaries. What are your thoughts on these submarines? Feel free to share your comments below, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more insightful content. Until next time, thank you for watching.